Alex, thanks for your time on this breaking story. It had become pretty obvious that the end was just inevitable. There was an air of inevitability about Boris Johnson over the last 36 to 48 hours. What are you making of this, the speech that he just gave? And also, Alex, who do you think is going to be in 10 Downing Street next?
Well, 24 hours ago, it was unclear that Boris Johnson would have resigned. People compared him to Donald Trump. People said there was going to be a cabinet coup, and there was a cabinet coup because lots of his ministers told him to leave, and Boris Johnson sacked one of his ministers, Michael Gove, and so Boris Johnson he didn't want to leave power, and because he became Prime Minister in 2019, and his dream was to become Prime Minister. So of course he didn't want to leave 10 Downing Street. And the scandals happened in January, as your previous guest said, and there was first of all Partygate, and there was this wallpaper gate in 10 Downing Street, Owen Patterson, and now this latest scandal of Chris Spencer. So Boris Johnson was forced to resign. A month ago, he was, I would say, saved by the 211 Tory MPs who voted against him. But 148 MPs voted, 211 MPs who voted for him. But 148 MPs voted against him. So in his speech, he said he thanked his electors. He was pretty sad that he couldn't finish his mandate because in several interviews he wanted to stay on.
Alex, is there a front runner though? Is there a front runner for who could be the next Prime Minister of UK?
That's the problem. There isn't really a front runner. There are several names. There are several candidates. For example, Sajid Javid, who made quite a good speech in Parliament yesterday. He accused the Prime Minister of lying to him during Partygate when he was House Secretary. Rishi Sunak could be one of the frontrunners. I don't see Priti Patel being one of the frontrunners. Liz Truss, who is the Foreign Secretary, could be one of the frontrunners too. Someone called Tom Tugendhat, who is a backbencher. Maybe there could be several backbenchers who could be frontrunners. I could maybe see a former Conservative called Rory Stewart who could come back in the race. And so there are lots of frontrunners, and this fight will be quite dirty, I think. And will Boris Johnson want to leave Downing Street? That's the big question.
Interesting. It's gonna, there's still some questions that remain unanswered. Most of all, of course, is who's going to be the next Prime Minister of the UK and the manner in which Boris Johnson is going to leave 10 Downing Street and when he's going to do that. So all of those questions will hopefully become answered in the next couple of days, next 72 hours.